All right, that last tune I just played was one of my favorites, Our Love Is Here to Stay. And I played it with basically just 3 chord shapes. I was able to get around that entire tune and play those 3 chord shapes and play a lot of music. Of course, if I was soloing, I'd need to access the entire neck to have the solo be really interesting, but we'll talk about that again later in some more advanced lessons about soloing. What I want to do now is take you beyond the step of looking at chord grids. So your first experiment in the book for the intermediate level students and the guys that are really intermediate and advanced that want to know more about chord substitution and again how to play a set of chords without your hand getting too tired, and a couple of variations of learning how to play a sequence of 2-5-1 changes. Again, this is an important factor of your music theory as well as your technique. So what we do here is we go to the page, it's Endless Loop at Dawn and the 2-5-1 example. Those are 2 very crucial pieces of information. Again, another highly condensed exercise that will make you jump boom, 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 boom up in your level. Just like the Parker changes to the blues, you're going to be using these chord symbols and you're going to be expected to find them. So here's what we did. We give you the chord symbol for this exercise. There's like 8 chords in this exercise, real simple 6 measure, kind of an unbalanced, forces you to keep playing in a loop because it doesn't resolve, kind of an exercise. And above each chord symbol change, we have a suggested chord shape. So the first chord is E minor 7, 11, and above it in parentheses is the chord shape we want you to use. And if you follow the chord shape information and you follow exactly what those chords would be, you'll almost hear a little bit of a melodic idea coming along with the harmonic rhythm of each of these exercises. Again, there's no melodies yet that are written over these. These are just ways you can use the guitar as a tuned percussion instrument and hint at melodic ideas and kind of keep things open so you can play with others and they can play with you and you can suggest a lot of different melodies over the same set of chords. So it's E minor 7 with a C shape, E minor 7, 11, to A7 with an E shape, then D6, 9, or as the guitarists refer to it as a 6-2. Again, this is a misnomer we've talked about in the music theory section. With a C shape, D6 to 9. We'll just call it 6-9 for now. Notice this has been the top note all the way through. Now we'll do the same thing, 2 frets from where we started. We'll go to D minor 7, 11 with a C shape, G7 with an E shape, and C6, 9 with a C shape. Wow, that's in its home position right now. So here's C minor 7, 11 to F7 with an E shape, B flat 13 with an E shape, E flat 6, 9 with a C shape. Now we start over. And we can do this with any kind of strum. I like to suggest we try to learn a little bossa nova here. So we've been playing the rhythm of a shuffle or maybe straight 4 or straight 8s where we're kind of playing a rock thing with our blueses in our previous pages here. This we can play it like a swing tune if we wanted to. As a matter of fact, Miles Davis uses this set of changes for a thing called Tune Up. That's one of his songs. You might want to look that up on YouTube. Miles Davis or any of the other great bop guys playing this song called Tune Up. And so on. So let's try it together. Here we go. E minor 7, 11 to A7 to D6-9. Follow along in the book. Repeat. Take those repeat signs. This is just a series of 2-5-1s, and you're landing on a chord. Right there, you're moving along, and you're moving up a half step to repeat your 2-5-1. 2-5-1 in the key is C. There's your C. 2-5-1 in B flat. Move over a fourth, up a half step, repeat 2-5-1 in the key of D. And that's how we study that. And again, we can try a different rhythm. We can play. Try your Carlos Jobim Brazilian bossa nova. And again, the bossa nova rhythm with the right hand, rather than just the simple strum, is similar to your stride. And you can take it much slower. You can double up on all the measures. You can make it twice as long if you wish. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can play it as writ. So your thumb is striding back and forth across the root and the fifth of each of the chords, just like we did when you could play it as a stride tune. You get the idea. Experiment with it a little bit. Let's go to the next example. Those were C and E form chords. Now we're going to use G and C form chords and E form chords to do this next exercise. Another really great exercise is the 2-5-1 example. We start with A minor 7-11 with a G shape. Looks like this. Now we move the two middle fingers down a half step, keeping the two outside fingers here, and that's a substitution for a D7. This is A minor 7 to A7 flat 5, called a tritone sub because 3 whole tones away for that root point. That's why they call it a tritone sub. There's a little secret information there. Not secret anymore, is it? It's not a mystery. Then an E-shaped version of your G major 7 chord. Remember, line your fingers up this way for your G major, for your E4 major 7s. It never should be turned around like this, because again, you're tucking your finger under. You want to try to keep things in line as much as possible. Try that again. Go up 2 frets to B minor 7-11. Same operation. Move the middle fingers without moving the two outside. Land on your A chord with your E shape. Move the two middle fingers. Now move the two outside fingers. So that resolves. That's an 8-bar exercise that shows you how to do 2-5-1s without going. That's pretty simple. This is much kinder. It's a gentler way, and it indicates a little broader harmonic environment or harmonic content. And that's a great exercise right there. So when you're moving from C sharp minor 7-11 to C7 flat 5, back to C minor 7-11, all with the same shape. These are all G-shaped chords. It's a great exercise because you're forced to use the two middle fingers without moving the two outside fingers. Now you leave these two middle fingers in place and move the two outside fingers. So that's a lot of extra motion. Indicates the same chords. Okay, so that's some information about substitution. Again, we'll play it together with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Very crucial move, very good move to have. So there's another great exercise. And again, you're kind of forced into using your dictionary here. If you don't know what those chords are in those particular shapes, refer to the chord dictionary that's in the book. It's very simple and easy to use. And those folks that have the poster, you got a hashtag, plug in that hashtag, come over and get a membership. Again, you have a level of a free membership if you've bought a poster. And that gets you started with this. So you can get started into really studying and moving forward very quickly. Again, condensed information, not a shortcut, real exercise, no free lunch, no Santa Claus, but a lot of real good information. And once you get to where you have a good utility with your hands and you can access this information, you'll be playing with so many great players. Have a good time. You'll be able to compose tunes. The theory behind it won't seem like it's such a mystery. The more you play and the more you get in your ears, and your ears get bigger, and of course they won't get bigger physically, but you'll hear more. It'll be much easier for you to play with others and have a great time. You'll have a lot of fun with this, and it'll happen very soon. Believe me. The practice is what's the key, and I want you to keep on practicing, keep the faith, and stay true to your school. And I'll see you next time.